Okay.
So, okay. Okay. I mean, let me introduce one. Right. My name is Ravi. I have total 15 plus years of experience in reporting, and I have worked as a Power BI analyst for last 7 years, and also developed complex reporting solutions for different organizations. And I have been training people
Okay.
for the last 7 years in Power BI and SQL. Right. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, my overall IT experience is 7 years, and last 5 years I was working in Power BI technology.
Mm-hmm.
My roles like I was working in reporting side. I've created a dashboards and connected to various data sources like SQL, Oracle, and Web API, Excel.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to explore more in Power BI. So that's why I just joined this class.
Acha. So, okay. So I mean, this is class for, I mean, I will go through the from zero, right? Like, because it's a
Yeah,
combination of different people, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm. Just give me one. So, how many reports have you created? I mean, I mean,
Nearly 70 reports we have created, like in both the combination of Power BI desktop and paginated report as well.
okay, you have also worked with paginated report. Great. Okay, okay. So, I was just introducing actually Power BI to um, Rubika.
Sure.
So, yes, yes, Rubika. So, can you see my screen? Hello? Can you see my screen,
Yes, I can see your screen.
Rubika? Okay, okay. S- Uh, this is the I mean Excel sheet, right? So if some, this is the raw data basically. So I was explaining the what is the Power BI. Power BI is a data analytics tool like other analytics tool. So first we have to understand what is the data analytics. So basically data analytics is a setup process, technology and architecture through which we can convert our raw data into the meaningful information using different graph and chart, right? So what does mean by that? So this is a raw data. I mean, this is Excel sheet. Uh, Raw data, someone as some store or somewhere store their data in the Excel format. So this is a raw data. We can convert this raw data into this like reporting. This is a report, right? So the whole purpose of a Power BI tool to convert this raw data. This is the one form of raw data. Raw data, I mean, data can be stored anywhere, like I mean, Excel, SQL, SharePoint, Azure, anywhere. These are the data storage tool. Our data store on there, on that locations, generally will be raw data. Raw data means unclean data, untransformed data, right? So to convert raw data into the meaningful information like this report is the whole purpose of Power BI. But as a data analytics analyst, this is not ultimate objective. What is the ultimate objective? Through data analytics tool, we can convert our raw data into the meaningful information. This is a using different graph and chart. So creating graph and chart is a medium, not the ultimate aim. What is ultimate aim? using those graph and chart to get the insight to grow our business or to solve the business issue. That is ultimate aim of data analyst actually, right? For example, I was working with a client, Shopify, you might be knowing. So they have given a project in which they have a advertisement budget. So they want to spend some budget on advertisement. So they want to map. They want a map in the sense where uh, uh, they can expend their budget to optimize their output. So we have just analyzed their historical data. Hello. So can you hear me, Rubika?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we have analyzed their historical data in the terms of date. Apart from date, we have also analyzed their data demographically. When I talk about demographically, we have analyzed the data in terms of age group, in terms of gender, and in terms of location, geographical location. So we found that in a particular area, their sales is a maximum. And also within a particular area, in the age group of 25 to 35, most of the people are buying, are who are buying most are the female only. So we suggested this analysis to the advertisement team to focus on these are the audience, main audience whom we can focus on so that they can optimize their budget. Obviously, through this analysis, they I mean they created their advertisement. Obviously, they got the best output, and we got the customer satisfaction rating, customer satisfaction rating. Right. This is a real time scenario. So I'm just trying to explain, right? Through that they grow their business, right? This is a simple example of data analytics, right? So ultimate aim of a data analyst as a Power BI analyst, BI analyst, our ultimate aim is to get the insight from those graph and chart to grow their organization business. If there is some issue, some issue with business, we have to solve that through our analysis. For example, um, any company has multiple products. Any company group like Tata Group, right? They have multiple products. In some product they have profits. In some products they have losses. So in the product where there are losses, they can analyze why they are getting losses in terms of what are the product, what are the categories, what are the subcategory, in which area, in which year, in which month they are getting. We can go to the bottom of the issues through the analysis. Multiple analysis we can do through this. I mean, there is a AI based a visual that is called decomposition tree. We can analyze through that multi-dimensional analysis we can do for any sales, any business issue, and we can reach the bottom of the issues, losses, and we can recommend the top management that why we are getting the losses, right? So this is the whole idea of the data analyst concept, right? This is data analytics is a concept, not a tool. To implement that concept, that is a data analytics, we use different data analytics tool. For example, what are the tools are the mark in the market? I mean, data analytics tool. that is a Power BI. Tableau is there. Tipco, Spotfire is there. Cognos is there. Alteryx is there. Even up to some level, we can say um, Excel is also a data analytics tool, right? So these are the major data analytics tool in the market, right? So there is a new term in the market that is a business intelligence. Earlier they are using data analytics, but modern term for the same thing, when there is a integration of the AI, artificial intelligence, with the data analytics tool. Now they are saying it the business intelligence, because we can use, we can integrate AI, ML, Python with the that. Earlier it was not possible, right? So a new term has coined business intelligence. So what the definition I have told about the data analytics, that is the same as the business intelligence. So are you getting, Rupika? I mean, it should be two-way communication, right?
Yes,
Arvind,
yes.
if you have any confusion, anything to ask, you can make me stop, and you can ask, right? Anyway,
Sure, sure.
Yes.
right. So these are the basic, tools. Obviously, after definition, the interview, because see, I have experience of at least hundreds plus interviewing the candidate, right? And also I have given the interview, 100 plus interview also. So I know what they are going to ask, right? In the interview, right? Interview and PL 300 also, obviously. Uh, Obviously, everyone know this is a actually, this is data for the 2021 Gartner. There is a company which survey regarding the analytics. Business analytics business. So uh, currently, my I mean there are multiple tools. Power BI, data analytics, multiple data analytics tools like Power BI, Tableau, Cognos, Spotfire, like ClickSense, Alteryx. So what are the market share of these tools basically? So according to Gartner, these are the market share. Now currently, if you talk about 2023, Power BI is leading with the more than 40%, approx 40% basically, and Tableau is far below than Power BI with the only 16 to 70% market share. Others are 3%, 4%, 5%. Negligible. So currently, Microsoft Power BI is a leader in the data analytics field, BI field, right? That's why so much demand in the uh, demand of the Microsoft Power BI. Even you, Arvind is working, so he knows that a lot of companies are migrating their report from Tableau. Earlier, Tableau was very famous, right? When I mean when Tableau was from Sales, earlier it was from Tableau only, right? Tableau was company. Now Salesforce is the owner of the Tableau. So now it is declining. I have heard multiple people that they are working as a migration project from the Tableau to the Power BI, right? So
Correct.
Microsoft Power BI is a leader in the analytics field, right? Okay. So next question will be obvious, that why Power BI is so famous? Microsoft Power BI is so famous. Arvind?
Yes,
Because
like when
cost effective, that's why.
Yes, one of the many reasons. Cost effective is, why cost effective?
And we um it is like lesser comparatively to Tableau. It is lesser. I mean, it is not expensive as that as Tableau,
Mm-hmm.
and we can use in the small, medium, and large enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
and there's no license required for this Power BI.
No, no, we have licenses in Power BI, but
Okay, sorry then.
less expensive, right? I mean, there is a different
Yeah,
version of Power BI, right?
okay,
I mean, desktop is
but it's
no.
supposed
Uh,
to language. It's supposed the SQL language, right?
Sorry,
It supports the SQL language.
all like SQL. What do you mean by I mean, SQL support the
SQL.
SQL. No,
I
it can
mean, it's
support
supposed.
two. It can support 250 plus data sources, not only SQL.
Okay, okay.
SQL Server. I mean, you are talking about SQL language or SQL Server. I mean, databases. You can it
Server.
can,
I mean, the SQL
yes,
server.
yeah, it
Structure
can
query language.
y- yes, it can support 250 plus data sources. SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, any data source you can imagine, right? This is also a plus
Oh,
point up with the Power BI, right? There is a
okay.
seamless integration with the Power BI with multiple data sources. So, Arvind, what are the other regions?
Yes. But I have one question in this because when compared to Tableau in Power BI, we cannot handle more volume of data, right?
Right, right. That
Then also why? But
exactly,
then also why
exactly.
users are going with Power BI?
Yes. Uh, See, even people are using Cognos also, like clinical.
Yeah, but Cognos is outdated tool right
uh,
now.
Yes,
So
because due
that's
to the
why.
complexity or and heavy, I mean, license cost, like uh, Tableau. Obviously, they see Tableau has its feature. For example, it has handled the large volume, large volume data,
Yeah.
or it
Yeah.
is rich in the I mean visual, right?
Mm.
But it's not so handy like Power BI.
Okay. Okay.
How
But
Power
like
BI is
Power
so
BI,
famous?
we can. Yeah, but like Power BI, we can do visualization like whatever the visuals we can use in Tableau, right? Like Power BI, we can use same thing in Tableau, right? Or
No, no.
we have any restrictions in
Tableau is
Tableau?
Tableau is a reach. Tableau is rich in visualization. 3D visualization is not available in Power BI, right?
Okay.
Sometimes when working with the I mean migration project, so a client is expecting that you should is exactly um I mean uh, mirror the same visual, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is not possible,
Okay.
right? So we have to integrate
Yes.
the
Yes.
with the Python. We can use the Python, integrate Python with that, right? To get the same mirror of the that one. You can use the Python to get the any visual, right? Any customized visual.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Yeah.
customized visuals in the Power BI also, but not so much, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Correct.
are the other reasons? Obviously, see one more thing. You are asking that large volume, but no. Uh, Microsoft has developed multiple solutions for this. Power BI is not the only. They have the modeling tool also, right? Like Azure Analysis
Yes.
Services. You can model any volume of data using the Azure Analysis Services on the, I mean, cloud side, right? And we can just import
Okay.
that model to visualize in the Power BI. There is no need
Mm-hmm.
of
Okay.
handling data. That is the best solution, right? We have the Azure
Okay.
Analysis Services, right? Not Azure,
Okay.
AAS, I mean, SAS, SQL
Yes. Yes.
Analysis
Yes.
Services there, right? We can model there.
Yes.
We can just connect the lively and just visualize in the Power BI, right? Through that, we can handle the large one. Obviously,
Okay.
people are I mean, organization prefer earlier preferring the Tableau over the Power BI
Mhm.
in handling the, but obviously, Power BI is a market hunter. There is a term market hunter. The bigger organization
Okay.
obviously hunt the low, I mean, the smaller organization. Anyway,
Oh,
this is a
okay.
business, right? So, what are the other reasons? Because this is an important question for the interview, actually, right?
So it is easier to use.
So user friendly when compared to Power BI, right? Like
Yes.
for
It
whoever don't have knowledge on this BI tools can use Power BI, but Tableau it's a
Mhm.
little complex when compared to.
Mhm. I mean, this is a generalization, right? So, as a technical person, you should, I mean, this is the last one statement should be said, right? I mean, this can be used for other, I mean, Excel and also, right? So what are the other reason? Obviously, this is the easy one. That's why it demands most of the non-technical person, non-IT, non-engineering person are coming for the this tool, right?
Okay.
Mm. See, one reason is that you have told that it is first reason. Let me explain. You can write this question answer because the most of the interview they will ask this question. I tell the five important reasons, right? The first reason is that the Power BI is from the Microsoft, right? In
Yeah.
to be famous in the market, the first reason is it is from the Microsoft family. So what is the importance of the Microsoft family? Being from the Microsoft family, why? In popularity of the Power BI, it is the reason is that it is from the Microsoft family. So how you can explain this question? Explain this reason that it helped the popularity being the from the Microsoft family. Are you getting what I'm trying to ask?
No, sir, can you, sir, explain one more time? First
Yes.
point, how can we explain?
I am saying that first reason behind popularity of the Power BI is that this tool, Power BI
Micro.
tool, is from the Microsoft family. How
Mhm.
being a Microsoft family helped to popularity? If I am from any family, so how family helped me popular being a popular?
It is well-known name, right? Power BI. When we have multiple products on Power BI.
Not Power BI, I mean Microsoft,
I
right?
mean, so Microsoft, yeah, Microsoft, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me explain. This is very very important. What I'm trying to say, right? Obviously it is a from the Microsoft. It is a bigger giant. It is a market hunter. Obviously, like Geo in India, they have within a span of 1 year they have captured most of the customer, right? Why? They are a giant. They have the huge money, right? They will give the freebies to get the customer. I mean contribution, right? Like that, Microsoft also is a giant in the this field, software field. So obviously they captured the market. But most the important reason is that integration of the Power BI with other Microsoft tools is very easy. Are you getting? What is the first step in the Power BI to I mean to create the report? What is the first reason of first step? First step is that we have to connect the data on which we have to do the analysis. For example, I have to analyze. I have a SQL server right here. So I have a SQL server this one, right. So I need any table from the test databases, right? So I the first step is we have to import data on which I have to do the analysis, right? I mean, in general, I'm not importing. You can directly connect also, but for a I mean, for this instant, I am just importing the data. So first thing is that we have to connect Power BI with the data source, the whole idea, right? So how to you can just this is a get data, and I am going to to work on which type of data. I mean, data is stored in which place? Data can be stored in Excel, data can be stored SharePoint, Azure, uh, OneDrive, anything. We can SQL Server, Oracle, right? So we have to first identify our data is where is our data stored. For this example, our data is stored in the SQL Server. So we have to select this SQL Server. If our data was stored in the Excel, so we have to select on Excel, or if we are getting the data from the web, we can click on web. So we have to identify where our data is stored, on which we have to do the analysis. So in this case, our data is stored in the SQL Server. So I have to select on SQL Server. And here we have to give the server name. So how to get the server name? I'm we have opened already. So this is the server name, and you can give the this is the test name is the I mean database in which our required table is stored. So I am just using the import mode. So there is a big and biggest difference between these two, and this is a very important question. I will explain it later on, but I am just for current purpose I am using the import. So through this we have connected our Power BI to the SQL server, right? And these are the different table in the test databases. So which table we want, we can just select this one, any table, mm, like imply table, right? I can select and I can load in transfer. So generally we transfer. I will explain this also. Transfer, right? So this is the way we can connect our we can connect Power BI with the data source, different data source. Okay, okay, got it, Rupka?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
why it is important being from the Microsoft family. All the most of the storage tool in the market, data storage tool is from the Microsoft. Most of the people are using Microsoft tool to store there. For example, Excel is there, SharePoint is there, Azure is there, SQL Server is there, Databricks. I mean, a lot of cloud services are there. So integration of the Power BI with other Microsoft tool like these data sources is very easy. We can just we can just click on get data and just connect. There is no need of extra connector, right? For example, if I am using the Tableau and our data is stored to the SQL server, right? So there is a need of connector. There is a need of because Tableau is not compatible with the SQL server because SQL server is from the Microsoft. Tableau is from a different company. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Got it now? Okay. Next reason in popularity of the Power BI is obviously licensing cost, right? So it is the cheapest in the market, right? Ruka, see, for this is what you are seeing now. This is the Power BI desktop. Power BI available in the different format. Basically, in the Power BI desktop and Power BI services, there Power BI mobile app is there, but mostly we can work with the Power BI desktop and Power BI services. So Power BI desktop, you are just which you are seeing here report and this is a Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop means it's on-premise tool, right? Anyone can download and install. You can freely it's it has no cost. You can download and install on your desktop. So this is called a Power BI desktop. It's totally free. Licensing cost comes in the picture in the case of the Power BI. We can create report here, right? There is no issue. But licensing cost, but after creating the report, ultimately we have to share it to the client, right? So what is the way to share the report the client to the client is through the Power BI services. We have to publish. This is a publish option. We have to publish this report to the Power BI services. That is the cloud version, online version of the Power BI. And where there we can give the access to the client to see the report. For example, see, let me open maybe I can open. So let it open. So basically, licensing comes into a picture where we share our report, right? We share our report to the client. One minute, just give me 1 minute. This is the URL for the Power BI service, right? Here we can, from the desktop, we can share our report to the this page. This is a, and through this URL you can access this report from anywhere, anytime. What is a cloud? Cloud is uh, anything on network, so that we can access that thing anywhere, from anywhere, anytime. That is a cloud. The report which are here on desktop, you can access from anywhere, because this is on my desktop, right? But this report I can share here. For example, these are the reports, these are the workspaces. Let it open. These are the reports which can be accessed by any time, anywhere, if you have access to this report. Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Let me open this
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what we are seeing here now, this is called a Power BI service. So this is the uh, link through which I mean, there is a restriction on that. If only you can access this link if you are working for an organization. Through individual mail, you cannot register and you cannot access this thing, right? Only through organization ID, we can access this link. Okay. So from desktop, this is desktop, this is desktop, right? This is a project. Okay. I can publish this to
Ravi, your voice is breaking up.
1 minute. Just give me. You are breaking. Just give me one. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, sure. Okay. So this is the report. If I want to share this to the client, how can I share? I have to publish this report to the Power BI service link. So what I am showing you here, this is the Power BI service, right? So it is taking time to open. I don't know why there is an issue or something, right? Let me refresh this one also. So this report, I mean, I have published this report here, right? So this is a workspace like folder structure. We can create another folder type where folder type structure through the work. I mean, it's a like folder structure, right? This is called a workspace in the case of Power BI. We can create another folder here. Name, we can give the name Unogeeks, right? And we can just apply. We can give the descriptions and all the things. Now in the workspace section, you can see the here, right? There is no report. Currently, there is no report in Unogeeks. But let me uh, let me publish this report. I mean, I am just putting this on-premise report to the cloud. I am sharing this report, store this report, which is it is on my desktop to the cloud, Power BI cloud. So how to do that? From here, I can publish it. So first we have to save. Obviously, it has been saved. Now let me log in. I have to log in this one. Right. Sorry, sorry. So one just Okay. Now you can see that it is reflecting now, right? What are the folder I have created? Different folder. It is asking in which folder you want to put the this report, right? So we can choose any folder accordingly, right? So I am choosing the Unogeeks and I am selecting. Earlier there was no report there. Just notice that earlier there was no report in that folder, Unogeeks. Now it is publishing in the cloud. I am just sharing on-premise report to the cloud. It takes, I mean, few minutes, right? Because it uses multiple tables.
Oh, fine, fine.
Because the voice was breaking in between.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Sure, sure. Sorry, sorry. I don't know why this one disconnected. So I have published this one, right? From here, have you got how I publish? Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Through this publish button, I just click and published it. So now you can see this report to the
So
cloud.
your voice is breaking actually.
Still breaking? No, why this is breaking? Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Now this is the Power-based service, right? So you can. There was no report here, but just now I have published this report here, right? You can just open this report, the same report which was there here, which was here. I mean the same name, Udemy project, right here. You can just see here. It is opening. It's creating problem. I don't know. Hello,
Yes.
hello. So
Yes.
you can see the report here now in the service part, right here. This is the report which earlier we have been here in the Power BI desktop. Now it has been published to the Power BI service. From here, this is the,
Are you sharing a screen? Like I'm not able to see a screen.
I am not sharing. Can you see now?
It's loading. Yeah, now I can see.
Okay, okay. So I am just
Y-
saying that which the report which was on our desktop, Power BI desktop, I have published it into the Power BI service. And this is a report. And this is the workspace. This is called a workspace. My report, Geeks. You can create any number of um, I mean, workspace. And in one workspace, you can publish any number of report. I mean, any number of report. There is a limitation on the storage, but any number of report you can publish, right? And from here, how can how can this report can be seen by the user, end user or client? There is an option here. You can give the access from here. Workspace access. I can this one. And here you can add, any person, right? Currently I am the admin. You can add any person. For example, and I can add from my organization, right? Same people from the same organization can be added. Okay. Right. This is the from the my organization. I can add any number of people, and there are label of different level of access. We can give the access as a viewer, as a contributor, as a member, as admin. Which type of access they need, I can give. I'm just giving the member. There is a difference, right? So now Salim can access this report in their workspace. He can see this report, right? So this is the way to share our report to the client. But this is not possible without licensing. You cannot share the report to the client or user without licensing. Licensing part comes into picture here, right? So there are two type of licensing in the Power BI. That is a pro licensing and premium licensing. So generally, most of the people using the pro licensing, which is just, I mean, $15 to $16 per month, the cheapest in the market. Okay, compared to other tool. Hello, are you getting? Okay, so that was the, I mean,
Yes.
okay, that was the whole idea. Second point, why Power
Are
BI?
you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, Rupika. Yes, Rupika. So that was second point. That is a uh, licensing part, right? So to explain the license part, I have to do all the things, right? Because we have to understand that there is no licensing required for the creating the report. We can create the report in the Power Desktop. Anyone can install and create the report. But licensing part comes into picture when we publish this to the cloud, basically, right? Okay. The third part is it's it directly store our report in the cloud, right? It directly store our report in the cloud. That is called the blob storage. There is a service in the Azure, uh, that is our blob storage. It directly store our report in the cloud, right? The fourth part is that it's monthly update. Monthly update. No other tool do the regular monthly update, but there is a date fix, right? In which there is every month there is a new feature. Power BI, Microsoft introduced in the Power BI, right? And how they introduce new feature based on the customer feedback. There is a Microsoft Power BI community where if I am facing some issue in the Power BI, I can write there, right? If I have some suggestion, I have new idea that can be introduced in the Power BI tool, I can put there, and from there, customer feedback, they can analyze. I mean, Microsoft analyze, and uh, if that is feasible ideas, he can Microsoft can introduce every month. E- Every month we are getting new feature in the Power BI. This is a need of the time basically, right? Any system which are not changing with the time, it can be obsolete in some time, right? That is the whole idea of the Power BI. Okay, that was the fourth reason. And the fifth reason, obviously, it can connect Power BI can connect 250 plus data sources. No other tool can connect so easily with the so many data sources. Okay. Hello, Arvind.
Yes.
Right. These are five important. Apart from
Um, yes.
that, we can explain that it is very easy to implement, very easy to no code, low code. There is a concept, na, no code, low code, right? I mean, very less code are involved, right? Very familiar. I mean, if you are familiar with SQL Server, Excel, right, you can easily learn. I mean, most of the things are similar to the that one. Apart from five reasons, you can say like that, right? So, have you got na five reasons why this is famous? Power BI is so famous. Okay, and this is a simple structure, right?
Yes. So these are the reasons, sir, right?
Yes, these are the reasons why Power BI is so famous. I mean, we cannot simply say that it's easy to learn. Everyone can say, right? You have to say something different, right?
Okay.
Okay, this is the simple Power BI architecture. It's a simple one, right? This is a Power BI desktop, right? And uh, we can connect data sources from this is a data sources from multiple data sources. We can connect. We can get the data from multiple sources. We can create reports here in Power BI desktop, and we can publish this report to the Power BI service. That is the online version, and from here client can access, right? But sometimes it's very tough to carry always our laptop, right? So you can install Power BI mobile app in the your mobile, right? You can access anywhere, anytime. And top managers can access anywhere. If you have access to that report, we can access through the mobile app, right? So, and there is also Power BI report server. So due to security issues, some organization do not allow to publish their report to the cloud. They have their own on-premise server, right? They have they don't want to publish store their report in the cloud. They just want their report to their on-premise server, Power BI report server. So they can store there, but for very less time they want this one, right? Right. So this is a basic architecture. Now this is the can you see my screen? This is a report creation step in the Power BI. This is very important slide. So there are only three basic steps involved in creating any Power BI report in Power BI. Right? You can, I mean, this is a very basic three step you can use in any data analytics tool, right? Either table anywhere, right? The first one is the data preparation, second is the data modeling, and third one is the data visualization. So let me create a basic report here, right? So that you can understand. So I have connected SQL Server. Okay. Obviously, we have just uh, imported this implied table. I just selected this one again, or you can just select other, like project, right? And there is a three option here: load, transform, and cancel, right? So it is always advisable to go to the transform data. Why do we need the transformation? Because the data we are importing is not the clean data. That is the raw data, right? Sometimes header is not in good shape. Sometimes there is a very multiple unwanted column. Like for example, this table has 50 columns, right? I don't need 50 column for our report. So we can delete the that column which are not required. We can just limit our rows, right? We can just set the uh, column data type, right? We can delete the some data. We can just replace the null value some value. We can just rename our column according to our need. We can rename our table. These are the things we can do the data transformation before loading this data to for the visualization purpose. So I have to click on transform data. Okay. So when I when I l- uh, click on edit, it will open a new window that is called the Power Query Editor. So this is the integrated ETL tool for Power BI where we clean our data, right? Are you getting, Rupta? Arvind, you have already done this, right? I think,
Yes, yes.
right?
Trying to.
Yes. So, Rupka, this is a you can say integrated ETL. ETL tool means there are multiple independent ETL. ETL tool means extraction,
Yeah.
transformation, and
Transform.
load, right?
Yeah.
Like SSIS
Yeah.
is an independent tool, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Informatica is an independent ETL tool. So
Okay.
this is a query Power Query Editor. It is integrated with the Power BI, right? When you click on transform, it will open like that, right? And we can transform our data here, right? This is not the only Power BI. We can do the transformation in the Excel also using this Power Query Editor. When you go to data, na, there is transformation option in Excel, and we can do the same tool in the Excel also. So here we can do any name change. I mean, you can change the name of the this table. Like if I want to change this to sales, can do the right here. The name has been changed, right? If I want to, if I want these only three column, these column, I don't want other column. I can just remove other column, right? If I want only the year part, year part of the order date, so I can do using. Just give me 1 minute. Hello. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We can face the year part from here, right? It's very easy. It's a drag and drop, right? We can merge multiple table, right? Using the merge option. Uh, we can pivot, unpivot, transpose, multiple things. We can extract, we can split the columns. For example, there is a first name, last name in the same, right? One. If I want to do in the two different column, we can do customer. This is a customer name. We can split in the first name and last name. So like this one, first name. I mean, we can do a lot of things, right? Whichever needed. This is a null value. We can delete this one. All the thing we can do. Most of the thing. After when I assure that I have cleaned our data, we have cleaned our data. We can just apply to load this to the in this main Power BI window. This is the main Power BI window. It is loading here. Let it pull. Let it be loaded.
Here you did the visualizations.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Huh. Yes. I just loaded the data. I mean earlier. I mean this is the earlier report, right? Let me not earlier. I mean some other person for some other person I have created it. So after what is the second part? We have do the data preparation, right? In data preparation, what we have to first we have connect our data our Power BI to the data source, required data source, then clean the data and then load the data. We have performed three things if you have noticed, right? So this is called ETL: extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay. Now second part is data modeling part, right? So what is the data modeling? When we deal with the real-time project, na, we are not going to deal with the single table. We are going to deal with the multiple table at a time, right? Some table will be the dimension table, some will be the fact table.
So data
I mean,
table. Okay. So I mean to say, so data model is made when the client required it. It's like that, something like that.
no,
We
no,
need
no.
to make the
Data
model to.
da- data modeling means creating the relationship between the different table, right?
Okay.
It
Okay.
means that
Like fact
without
table and the,
can you come again?
like the relation between like dimension table and the fact table.
Exactly, exactly, right? Without creating the relationship, we uh cannot get the right result, right? Because in the report, some column, I mean, column from the different table is being used in a single report. So there should be relationship to map that data. Let me show you, right? Let me show you. So this, uh, before going to, we have loaded our data is loaded here, right? You can find our sales data, right? We have loaded this sales data now. Earlier these were the data, but now currently I have loaded this sales data, and these are the three views available in the Power BI. Right? This is a main window of the Power BI, right? This is the visualization pane. This is called a visualization pane. This is called a data field where data is stored. And this is a important question being asked in the Power BI. These are the three views. This is called a report view, right? Where we create our visualization. Any visualization we can create. I will show. I will demonstrate. Second one is the table view. Earlier it was called a data view. Data view means here we can see our data, which I have loaded here, na? Like sales data I have loaded. I can see data here. Any table data can be seen, right? And we can create you can add another column. I mean, if I want to add a column based on the calculation of other column, I can add here. I will show how to add. Right. Third is the model view. That is called the relationship view, basically. This is a model view, which is called a relationship view. Right. Here we can create the relationship. Right. For example, there is order table and there is a person table. Okay. So in order table, first we can see, right? In the person table, we have manager and there is a region wise manager, right? And the order table, we have this data. So in some visual, if I want to add, if I want to see, let me show you the visual. Right. If I want to show manager wise, I mean sales, which manager has how many sales, right? So I can put manager here on x axis and sales on y axis from here. Okay. See, so can you tell me this data is showing right data or not? I mean, you can see now, this is a manager name and these are the sales, total sales according to a single manager. So all managers same sales. Can can it be correct? Generally, it is not correct. Rubika,
Yes.
this is correct or not?
No, no.
No. I mean, different manager can there 90% chances are should be have different cell at least by one, two, right? So why this is showing it? Because we have not modeled the data. We have not created the relationship between the this.
Oh,
We are getting these columns from different table. Manager is coming from the person and sales is coming from the sales table, right? And there is no relationship between these two tables. That's why we are getting, right? So if I am create this relationship between this, data will be correct. That is the power of, that is the beauty of the data modeling, right? So how can
yes.
create a relationship between this person and order? There should be one
So,
common column between these two tables, right?
mm,
Obviously, in general life, if we have the relationship, family relationship, there is a commonality between it. So there should be one common column between these two tables. Any table which you are creating the relationship, there should be one common column, right? So what is a common column here? Reason, basically. Reason is
it's easy.
person, and in order table also there is a reason. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
It's it's an yeah.
Yes. So how can we create? Just drag from here, just click on that and drag from here and drop to the same column in the second table. Otherwise, there will be an issue, right? We have to drag that common column from one table and drop same column on another table, right? So
Okay.
the relationship has been created. Now you can hover on that. It will tell which is the common column, right? Between both the table. Now you can go to the report. You can see now correct data.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is the whole idea behind the data modeling. Because now in real lifetime, you are going to deal with the 20 plus table, 30 table sometimes, right? Some is the one, mainly one is the data, I mean, fact table, others are the dimension table, right? I will tell, I will explain what is a data dimension table, what is a fact table, right? But I am just introducing this thing, right? Arvind,
Yes, yeah.
are you getting any additional point or not? I don't know. I'm just going through basic thing, right? Just now.
Yeah, that's fine, babe. I'm also because I didn't attend any courses in my initial phase of Power BI. Okay, I just stepped into the project and there only I started learning. So maybe I would have missed some basic things, right? So it's helpful for me.
Okay, okay, thanks. Right. Okay, okay. So, I mean, second part is data model. In that, see, there are some points like I will explain in detail. I mean, fact table, dimension table, right? Schema. There are two type of schema. Schema means logical structure of the fact and dimension. How they are going to connect with each other. There are multiple way we can connect to the fact to dimension. That is called the schema. Right. There type of different type of relationship. This is the one to many relationship basically. That this is one to many relation. There are four type of different relationship we can create. For example, this one many to one. We can four type of card. It is called cardinality in the Power BI. That we can do the single direction filtering. This is a arrow is denoting person to the order. It means that person can filter the order. I will explain this also. What does mean by that cardinality? We can create the multiple relationship between these two tables, but at a time one relationship would be active, right? So these are the whole idea of the data modeling part. And now comes to the after data modeling we have to write the logic basically. For example, from order date I have to show like in the table in the graph we have to show like the month or year name, like this one. I mean May 2015, December 2016, like that. So for that purpose, okay. So from here we can just create a column, new column. We can give the what is the way to create the logic. I mean we can write the logic to create the that one. So logic can be created through using the DAX formula. DAX means data analysis expression. Like Excel, we have functions la sum, average, anything. So in Power BI also there is a similar formula to the I mean used in the Excel. Like it is called in Power BI it is called the DAX, data analysis expression. So using the data analysis expression means DAX, we can create the new column, we can create the new measures, We can create a new table also. So here I am creating a new column, right? So that is the name of the, this is the name of the column, equal to, then I have to apply a DAX function to get the required result. So there is a format function here, right? Where we can give the value which I want to format. I want to format the order date. And in which, what is the format? I want format like this, y, and close the braces and enter. So it will create required data like this format. Okay, this is column. If I want to have the total sales, so for that purpose I have to create the measures basically. So if I want to aggregated value, generally we need to create the measures, right? Through this we can create the measures like total profit, total sales, anything. Like I want to create the total profit. How to create? I just sum the profit column. What are the value in the profit? I am giving the profit column. So what are the value in the profit column? It will sum up. Okay. Now see, we cannot in measures, we are not going to get any column. It is an on demand thing, right? To see these data what are available in the measure total profit, we have to see it through the visualization. Through visualization we have to put these are the different visuals available in the power basic visual. We have advanced visual also. Through get more visual we can get, but these are the basic visual. I am using the card visual, which are a different visual being used for different purpose. If I have to show some important figure like total profit, total sales, I have to use card visual. So here I have calculated total profit, right? Total profit. So I can, this is the visual I have select. This is the field. Here I have to put the this measures and it will show. This is a total profit. Okay. Hello, Rubika.
Yes.
And we can do the some formatting here. Come here. We can do the formatting. We can give the title name like total profit. Right. We can format the this thing. Increase, decrease, coloring. Any can do. You can do right. Any color we can choose. Middle. You can keep the space, main part. Right. We can just dull or dark. We can do visual border. We can create the shadowing. I mean, multiple formatting options are there. We can do right. See, if I, this is a total profit throughout the year. If I want to know what is the total profit for 2018, 2017, so I can use the slicer here. This is slicer. This is called a filter. So I can use year here, and I can format this also. Use the tiles. Right. I can use that. Right. If I am selecting this, all the visual will be according to this selection. So primarily, Power BI is all the visual are interactive. If I am selecting this one, it will give the total profit according to 2018. If I am selecting this one, it will also change. So any visual, if you select anything in any visual, all the visual will be changed according to that. This interaction can be controlled also. Later on, I can explain, right? And after that, we can publish again, right? If I want to share it with the client, we can publish them as I have published earlier, right? So this is the all the three part I have explained you. That is the data preparation, data modeling, and data visualization. Any question?
Yes, Ravi, I do have a question. If I want to do the practice, so you are going to provide these data so we can play around with these.
Exactly. See, I will give this data only on which, see, most of the training part is 90% of the part hands-on practice. Through hands-on practice, I will train you, right? Not the theoretical one, right? Because ultimately you have to work, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Nowadays, in interview, they are going to ask not only theoretical, so they are making us create the report in front of interviewer, right? So nowadays,
Yeah.
practical aspect is more important than theoretical. Obviously, I will cover the theoretical part also, but most of the part I will focus on the practical aspect. And moreover, I will have assignment each uh, for each segment. I mean, I will go through this class. This class will be covered like that. First, I will tell detail will data preparation. Then I will do the data modeling. Then I will do the data visualization. And after completion, I will do the mock interview also, right? And I have a
Okay.
real time project also. I will do make you do real time project, right? If you want to do from the LinkedIn from anywhere, we can do yourself and let me know, right? If you have any issue, you can practice yourself, and make me understand the thing, right?
And what is the duration of the course?
uh 40 hours, 40 to 45 hours.
Okay.
No, right. There will be no issue, right, Robika? Because no, see,
Yeah.
this is very easy tool basically, right? But being easy, it does not mean that there is a huge demand. If you go to the LinkedIn anywhere, you are going to get huge demand of Power BI. It's a very basic. Along with Power BI, you have to know. Honestly speaking, you have also know the SQL part also. Basic SQL, only the DML
Equal.
part, not
Yeah.
the as a SQL
Yeah.
developer, only the DML. I mean, simple thing: group by, where, having, right?
Yeah.
Order by,
Yeah.
simple thing, right? Because no, like this one, if I am getting the uh, SQL query here, we can write, we can just paste and paste, and we can write the query here, so that in place of all the column, we can get only the required column. I can write this one here. Select what was the name? I mean,
Mm,
you can uh, like order date. Just remember the column name. Order date you can get from project. I am just importing one column, right? Like that we can. Okay, column name is invalid, right? Paste. I can keep one minute. No project name. Basically, the master name.
Maybe it's in the different
Different
table.
database, right? Yeah,
Master of
database,
model
right?
or test.
No, no,
I know the basic SQL. So yeah.
right. So we can use the SQL here, right? I mean, ordered it, ordered date, like underscore is there right now. That's right. Right. We can get what the column required, right? Writing the SQL query here. That is the whole idea of the learning the SQL query. Because most of the organization are using on-premise SQL or on-premise or cloud version of SQL. That is you can use the Snowflake any data source, right? So that is the whole idea. Arvind, any question?
No, 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 bro. I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
One
So
more thing, Ravi.
yes, yes.
And can I get any dumps for the certification so
Yes,
I
I
can
will.
prepare for the.
Yes, yes, I will provide all the resources what are available freely. Right, I will provide it. Right.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. So we can connect to the institute through these numbers, right? For the further process. Okay. I will upload this lecture on the given Google Drive, right? You might be having the link. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's all. Thank you. Nice to talk.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye bye.